Paid ads are great and I use them now, but when I first started, I didn't have the budget for ads. So I had to go all in organic marketing. And guess what? I made my first 1000 euros without spending a cent. And if you're in the same position, this video is for you. I'll share exactly what I did step by step so you can start selling your online course without relying on ads. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Valbona and I help freelancers and online course creators build profitable online businesses. If you're a course creator struggling to get sales and you don't have a budget for ads, don't worry, I've been there. Today I'll share with you 5 powerful strategies that will help you market your course organically and make sales without using ads. And these strategies are what I used in order to sell my online course at a time when I didn't have a budget to use paid advertising, and they all work perfectly. So grab a notebook and let's dive in. Build a community, not just an audience. When I first started, I didn't have thousands of followers. I just had a small audience, but a trusted one. A small group of engaged people who actually trusted me for what I do and what I know. And trust is more powerful than numbers when it comes to selling. So here's a step-by-step breakdown. Engage with your audience daily. Don't just post and disappear. Reply to every comment, to every DM that you get. And I know sometimes it might get tiring because you're like, there are so many people texting me, and will it be even worth it to reply to them? But trust me, every DM that you get or every comment that you get, it's a chance for you to start deep conversation that can actually convert in the end of the day. Because these people who are commenting or who are sending you a DM are people who are actually interested about your product or about what you're doing. Another thing would be to also engage with other people's content, especially people who are in your industry or people who you consider them to be your potential customers. For example, in my journey, when I started to post about my freelancing experience, I started making more sales when I actually started to consider every DM that I get as a person who is worth to start a conversation with. For example, I will get all the time this message, how can I work online? And my reply wouldn't be something formal, you can work online, this thing and that thing, but I would first ask these people, what are you currently doing? What are you actually dealing with? What are your passions? What are your skills? And then I would explain them, this is how you can use your skills and this is how you can be a freelancer. Does this look like something you want to do? I would definitely consider them as somebody who I'm meeting personally, and I'm just having this conversation with these people who are interested into freelancing. Because even me as a course creator, I don't want to sell my course to everyone. I don't want to sell my course to somebody who I don't think fits for my course. Because there were people who wanted to work online, but I could see that they are not a good fit to work as freelancers. Maybe they would fit better working as influencers or YouTubers. And I didn't have a course about that. My course was about working online as a freelancer. So definitely I had to make these conversations in order to know if these people are actually a good fit for my course and it's worth to try to sell them my product. Ask questions and get people talking. You can use Instagram stories and you can use question box. You can make questions on your YouTube channel when you're posting your videos. You can use Facebook groups. And this is something I do even today. I love making questions to my audience, asking what their struggles are so I can better improve my content and I can better improve my course. And especially when it comes to content, if you're creating videos and photos and YouTube videos that are actually solving specific problems for your audience, this is how you can bring new people to your page, and this is how you can actually make sales without relying on ads. This kind of content helps you build trust, and trust, as I said, brings the sale. Going live is also another thing. It's a real-time interaction. My first live was actually with another content creator, and that is when I went for the first time with my face on social media, and it was great. It was great because I had the chance to do this live interaction. I had the chance to get live questions about what I know and what I do. And after that live, I got my first message from somebody asking me what my services are. And that's when I understood that, okay, this thing is working. I'm getting real people who are interested to buy from me and for my services as well. Not just buy my course, but actually considering to even buy my services as a freelancer. And I would say Instagram lives work 100%. It's like having a webinar that you're closing people in real time. It's the same thing with Instagram lives, or you can do even YouTube live streams if you want, but everything that is live has a higher chance to work better for you, to convert better, because you're answering questions in real time and you can close the deal right now. Give free value first. I know I've said this 100 times till now, but people won't buy from you unless they trust you. And the best way to build trust is offering free value. So you're helping your audience for free. And here's what you can do step by step. Start by creating free content, educational content that solves a problem. Use Instagram Reels, you can use TikTok videos, YouTube videos. And when you're creating content, make sure you're actually answering common questions that you get, or common questions in your industry or your niche. For example, before selling my course about freelancers, I made a lot of videos explaining what freelancing is, how you can actually work a freelancer, what skills do you need, how can you work online, how you can scale this thing as a real business, or how you can delegate later on, how you can actually work a freelancer while being a mom. I answered so many questions in order to get those qualified leads, in order to get those people who are truly interested to learn further or to get my mentorship, and it got a ton of engagement and led people to actually buy my full course. Offer freebies to attract. It can be a simple free PDF, an email list, a checklist, or a free minute training. And I love free minute trainings more because video content, it's much better and it converts better, but still you can try even using PDFs if you want. But the thing is to build trust and to get people into your email list, because in order to send them your freebie, you need their email. And once you get these emails in your list, then you can follow up these people by sending them extra content and more in-depth content until you're able to actually sell your full course. Leverage social media proof, and this is big. People trust other people's experiences. If they see proof that your course works, they will be much more likely to buy. So share student testimonials and their success stories. Ask your past students about feedback or just to share their success story with you. And based on my experience, I can totally say whenever I'm posting success stories or I'm just posting testimonials in my Instagram stories or just talking about these success stories in my videos on YouTube, people actually end up buying because they trust more. And I actually did this with my email list. I shared a success story of one of my students into my subscribers email list. And I got a ton of sales after sharing that story with them. Other people's stories would resonate even more with my potential customers, with those who are in my email list. So highly recommend it. You can also screenshot messages from happy students. It can be conversations when they say, this course helped me a lot to achieve this and that. Your course was so well structured. I mean, even feedback like this, even feedback when it comes to your course organizational structure, how good it was, how helpful it was, and even better when you're sharing real results. And if you don't have students yet, it's a great idea to document your journey. Share your own before and after. For example, before launching my course, I would share my journey working in a 9-to-5. My income was very low, and how my life changed when I started doing freelancing, working online, being able to work from home, being able to travel and make income in the same time. And sharing my own journey with my audience helped me to make my first sales or to get my first trusted people into my online course. And you can do the same if you're just getting started, you have something to teach to other people. You can just share your journey before and after, how your transformation was and how you can actually teach other people to do the same thing. Sell through stories and DMs. If you use Instagram stories and Instagram DMs the right way, people will come to you. And I have to say this, I used to underestimate Instagram stories. Even DMs, but Instagram stories, I would underestimate them very much. I thought that in the stories you just have to share your daily life, maybe your daily routines, and no need to tell people buy my course or buy my thing, I have something for you, I have a product for you. I thought it will look bad, but turns out this is the best place to actually share your journey, to answer common questions, and also talk about your students' results. Also, your Instagram stories can be a great place to share education educational content and then to talk about your course. For example, you can say 5 things that helped me to reach XYZ, or 5 things that helped me to go from point A to point B. And then you can mention your course, that you actually have a product where you're teaching to your audience how you actually reached something in your life, whether it's professional, it's something related to health, and so on. Another thing you can do on Instagram stories, you can use polls. You can make a question, for example, do you want to start freelancing this year? Yes, no. And to everybody who answers yes, I can send them a message on Instagram and just tell them, hey, you answered to my poll that you're actually interested in starting freelancing this year. What are you currently doing? What are your skills? I would like to help you. So this is how you start a conversation with people who are actually interested in this thing. And when it comes to DM, keep in mind, have a casual conversation. Don't sell right away. Get to know these people. Get to know their struggles first. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is what I did with my conversations on Instagram. I would ask these people, what are they doing? What are their passions? What are their skills? What if they don't have a skill? Like many people say, how can they work online? Is there any chance for them to work online? I even had people who would ask me in the DMs that, hey, I am interested in working online, but I want to do something like dropshipping or influencer, and I don't have a course for that thing, especially for dropshipping. And what I would do is actually send them a link of someone else dropshipping course from a creator that I actually know and trust. So still make sure that you're helping people on your DM, because this is how you gain trust from them. Create urgency and scarcity. People procrastinate unless they feel they need to act now. Urgency and scarcity helps them make a decision. And in order to do that, you can use limited offers, limited time discounts, or bonuses. When I first launched my course, I actually gave a special price for the first 10 buyers. And those spots sold out in 24 hours, because this was 24 hours limited discount. Another thing you can do, you can close enrollments for a period of time. For example, if your course isn't always available, people will be more motivated to join. Example, you can open your course only twice a year, which will make people, they don't want to wait for too long. This might be very suitable for somebody who is like me, a freelancer. So while you're selling digital products or online courses, you're also selling services to clients. And you're also all the time creating content, producing, filming, closing deals, being on calls, trying to get more clients, and also delivering a training. It might be very hard unless your course is pre-recorded. But if you're doing all that stuff, you can consider offering live trainings, but only once or twice or 3 times a year. Showcase the cost of inaction. Explain people what they will miss out if they don't take action. For example, if people get my course in less than 1 year, they could be now working full-time online and building the business they always wanted. And in order to promote my course, I oftentimes said, imagine where you will be now after 1 year, how your life would have changed. And imagine if you don't take action now, how your life is still going to be the same, your income is still going to be the same, you might still be having debts and so on. So this is what will cause them if they don't take action now. And this thing makes them take action, to buy or not to buy, to join this course or not to join. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these organic marketing strategies will you try first? Let me know in the comments. If you found this helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe for more content on selling digital products, and I'll see you in the next one.